Let's start with whole wheat grain, the basis of pizza, bread, and pasta. Caputo sources whole wheat grain from all over the world, including the United States. You'll notice from the map of the United States that the majority comes from the Midwest and Eastern Washington. The Italians are masters at blending, such as with wine and coffee, and flour is no different. You'll notice here we're in the lab at Caputo, and there's flour or grains from all over the world where they are working on the various blends and how to optimize the different flours that they produce. This demonstrates the initial grinding step, which is separating the husk from the wheat kernel. And the husk portion you'll see in a later video is then utilized for livestock feed. Okay, here we see in this step the wheat continuing to be ground finer and finer to ultimately become flour. Here he brings out two different samples of flour for us to feel the difference between the sizes of the flour. And now that the flour's been ground fine enough, it's being transported through the tubes into the sifters. Imagine you walk in this whole room with all these machines just shimmying and loud, and then you think something's going to come and hit you, and then you realize they only go a certain amount of distance, so then you're walking around and it's not a problem as long as you don't get too close. The shaking machines are sorting the flour into different sizes, and here he's showing us the different sizes of flour in each one of the tubes. Inside the shaking machines, there are the screens that will sort the flour into the different sizes, which is being demonstrated right here, what's happening inside the machine. He's showing us here the continuing process of sifting the grain, and you can see there's still flour to be recovered. So the machine's going to continue to sift that to get as much flour out of it as possible. Here he's putting the lids back on the tubes, and I was pretty impressed he didn't get any flour on the floor doing this. Must have done this before. At this point, they're not able to extract anything more out of the grain, and he's showing us what that looks like. And then they still utilize this for livestock, and it's primarily used for chickens. Here we are zooming in on our Tipo 00 pizza flour bag. Yay! This shows you the automated process of filling and sealing the Tipo 00 flour bags. This is showing the finished product, and Caputo flour is shipped all over the world.